There are ways you can tell if a dog feels uncomfortable around you or doesn't like you very much. As humans, we sometimes misinterpret these dogs' behaviors. The first step to improving your relationship with your dog is knowing where you stand. So here are 11 signs that your dog might not be a huge fan of you. Number 11. Tracking. Dogs are naturally observant and rely on their senses to figure out the world. If your pup doesn't trust someone, they'll keep a close watch on that person like, "I'm not sure about you, so I'm watching." Just like us, dogs have a personal space bubble. If someone they don't like gets too close, they'll keep a careful eye to make sure their space isn't invaded. Giving them some space and avoiding sudden moves is always a good idea. They're just trying to feel safe. Number 10. Staring. Have you ever given someone the cold shoulder or avoided looking at them when you're a bit peeved? Dogs have their version of this silent treatment, dodging eye contact. If you're calling a dog and they're avoiding your eyes like it's a game of peekaboo, that's a hint they aren't feeling you. It's their gentle way of saying they're uncomfortable or not too happy without barking up a storm. In the dog world, eye contact matters. A direct stare can feel like a challenge, so if they won't look at you, they're trying to keep the peace and steer clear of drama. Number 9. Safe distance. If a dog isn't too keen on being around someone, they'll often keep a little distance. They might hang back, pick a spot farther away, or step back when you come closer. It's like they've drawn an invisible line they don't want you to cross. It's not because they're moody or antisocial. Dogs are just honest about their feelings. If they're keeping their distance, they're saying, "Hey, I'm not feeling super comfortable right now." Just like we respect our friends' personal space, it's good to do the same for dogs. Even our furry buddies need some breathing room now and then. If your dog steps back, let them chill and give them a bit of space. Number 8. Refusing treats. Dogs usually love treats, same as we love our favorite snacks. But if a dog isn't taking a treat from someone, especially one they usually go crazy for, it's a strong sign they're not cool with that person. It's not about the snack, but who's offering it. This doesn't mean the dog will never like that person. Right now, they're just saying they need a bit of time and space. If a dog says no thanks to a treat, it's best to step back, be patient, and let them come to you when they're ready. But if they always refuse treats from a certain person, it's a clue they aren't feeling the best vibes from them. Number 7. Hiding or cowering. When a dog hides or cowers from someone, it's a clear sign that something's up. They'll sneak away, duck their heads, tuck their tails, or find a cozy spot to hide if they feel uneasy. Just like us, dogs have their own comfort zones. If they sense something off about a person, maybe from past experiences or just a weird vibe, they'd rather avoid the spotlight. If they consistently act this way around someone, it's their version of a distress signal. Number 6. Hackles. You know when you get goosebumps because something feels weird or you're spooked? Dogs have their own version called raising their hackles, the fur along their spine. Dogs raise their hackles when something makes them uneasy, like a strange noise, another animal, or someone they're not too keen on. But it's not just about disliking someone. When dogs raise their hackles, they're tapping into old instincts. In the wild, dogs would puff up to look bigger and scarier if they felt threatened. Today's dogs still have that instinct, even if they're just couch potatoes. Give your pup some space and figure out what's bothering them. Number 5. No tail wagging. We often think of tail wagging as a dog's way of giving a big, cheerful hello. When a dog's tail is still or held low, it often means they're unsure or uncomfortable about something or someone. We humans use facial expressions to show feelings, but dogs use their tails. If you're hoping for a wag and get nothing, it might be a sign that your pup isn't feeling it. Number 4. Commands. When a dog chooses not to follow a command, it's like their way of saying, "You're not the boss of me." Dogs are experts at picking up on vibes. If they sense something off or don't really like someone, they'll just switch off their listening ears and do their own thing. They might also be uncomfortable, nervous, or simply not interested in the person giving the orders. It's their way of saying, I don't trust you enough to do what you're asking. If a usually obedient dog starts ignoring commands from a specific person, it's their way of waving the "I'm not cool with you" flag. Number 3. Ears. Dogs' ears are a mood ring, giving hints about how they feel inside. Picture this. You're watching a movie and suddenly there's a tense edge of your seat moment. You lean forward, eyebrows scrunched, biting your lip. When dogs feel nervous, wary, or not so friendly towards someone, they might flatten their ears against their head. It's a protective move, too. By laying them flat, dogs are trying to keep them safe, like you tuck in your arms if someone tossed snowballs your way. It's essential to give the dog space and figure out what's causing them to feel this way, especially towards a specific person. Number 2. Destructive behavior. You had a tough day at school. That math test was a disaster, and then someone spilled juice on your favorite sneakers. You come home, overwhelmed with emotions, and maybe slam a door or toss your bag a little too hard. Emotions can be tricky. Dogs, in their own way, feel the same. They can't say, "I'm not happy with you right now." So instead, they might chew up your shoes, shred the couch cushions, or dig holes in the yard. That's their version of slamming a door. Your dog isn't being naughty just for fun. This destructive behavior is their way of saying, "I'm not feeling great, and I don't know how else to show it." They might be stressed, anxious, or frustrated. As pet owners, remember they're not trying to get back at us. They're just expressing their feelings the only way they know how. So, have a little chat with your pup to figure out what's bugging them. Number 1. Urinating or defecating on your things. Dogs can't give you the silent treatment, so when they're upset or not too happy with someone, they might resort to something a bit gross, peeing or pooping on that person's things. Finding a surprise puddle on your bed or a smelly gift in your shoe isn't fun. But for your dog, it's like writing a note that says, "I'm not your biggest fan right now." They're not trying to be mean. They're just showing their feelings the best way they know how. Don't just shrug it off, though. It's crucial to figure out why your dog feels this way. So, if you find an unexpected message, it's time to play detective and understand what's bothering your furry friend. On the other hand, there are some things our dogs do that not only seem to defy all logic, but make things, well, awkward. If you have a doggo in your life, no doubt you have experienced some of these embarrassing behaviors. Check out this video to find out what they are.